Hey everyone, Skylinks here, bringing you another video review. Today we're going to be doing my 200th video, and that will be of Batman The Dark Knight. I saw it in IMAX just now. I'm doing my review a little bit late. However, if you want to see the movie, you have to see it in IMAX. Other movie theaters doesn't do it justice. The detail with the IMAX is beautiful. Second thing is I'm going to be throwing tons of spoilers down. So, if you want to see the movie, but you don't want to hear the spoilers, go see it now. It is an amazing movie. Now, let's get on with the review. I don't know the actor's name, so I'm going to just call them by their character names. First of all, this obviously takes place a year after Batman Begins. I'm not going to go through all the story. Let's just talk about the actual story. The story is very much, if I had to compare it to another movie, it's very much like The Departed. It's a 2.5 hour long movie, and there's so many twists and turns, and you just don't know what's happening. You think you know what's going to happen, but you don't know what's going to happen. Setting that down there, it's kind of like The Departed. You just don't know where things are going to go. Christian Bale reprises his role as Batman, and as the best Batman thus far. His character was very, very good. The only complaint I had with Christian Bale as Batman, or not necessarily with him, but just the only complaint I had with Batman, just he had to go through that whole soul searching, doubt in my heart, if what I'm doing is right, maybe I should reveal my identity or stop being Batman. It only happened for about 10 to 20 minutes, but it was annoying and wasn't necessary. Heath Ledger played the Joker, obviously, and he played a fantastic Joker. As close as you're going to get to the comic Joker without actually becoming the comic Joker. At first he wasn't that funny, but towards the probably a third into the movie, he started becoming very funny, very scary, very sketchy, very nice. The dynamics between Batman and Joker in the movie was fantastic too, because it really defined the relationship between Batman and Joker. If you never understood the relationship between Batman and Joker, you always thought it was, Batman, Joker, one punch, end it. It's not just that. There's a dynamic between it. And basically at the end of the movie, Joker basically said, you're not going to kill me and I'm not going to kill you because we're just, you have your moral standards and I'm having too much fun for you. They balance each other out as hero and villain. So if you never understand the Batman and Joker dynamic, then you definitely should see this movie because it's explained very well, especially in the interrogation scene, and at the very end. What else? Let's see. Joker does not die, by the way. He survives, which is surprising because I thought he was going to die. The guy that, now as good as Heath Ledger was, he didn't just steal the show. He stole the show, but someone else stole the show, and I think the second best character in this was the person that played Harvey Dent, Two-Face. He was amazing as Harvey Dent. Well-spoken, excellent actor. I give him a lot of praise. It was very nice what he did with Harvey Dent. And as Two-Face, it was stunning how they did the face. Everything was beautiful with Two-Face. Now, Katie Holmes does not reprise the role as Rachel Dawes. It is actually Maggie Gyllenhaal, I think that's her name. A step up as an actor or an actress for the role, but I never really liked the character too much, so I'm glad when she blew up. Yes, Rachel Dawes does die. So she's gone and she's out there. Now, many of the twists and turns is one, Commissioner Gordon, and he reprises his role, and you think he dies, but he doesn't die. But they make you believe he does die, but he does come back. I know, it's really all confusing. But those are really the character lowdowns. Now, on to the story itself. The story is just basically, the Joker basically wants to corrupt everyone that's good in Gotham. I guess that's the best way I can explain it. Joker is just chaos incarnated. So, what he's trying to do is he's trying to foul the image of Batman, and more so foul the image of Harvey Dent. Which, to a point he succeeds, but in the end he doesn't. The beginning of the movie starts off with all the mobsters coming together, and they give their money for safety to one of the Hong Kong mobsters. Batman had to travel to Hong Kong and bring that mobster back, and he does, so that they can persecute him in Gotham. Now, the rest is just basically Joker causing chaos. He wants to bring out the bad in Batman and the bad in Harvey Dent. He tries to set hospitals on fire. He tries to blow boats up with tons of people on there. And he does it very psychotically, geniusly. Here's just an example. When he took hostages, he actually dressed the hostages up as his men, so that when the cops go to sniper the hostages, what they think are the men are actually the hostages. So the Joker is very smart chaotically in this. There's at one point where he has millions of dollars, and he just burns it, saying, you know, all I really need is gasoline, dynamite, and bullets, and all of it is cheap. I don't need money. I just need chaos. So it really comes to a standpoint where he's captured both Two-Face and, not Two-Face, Harvey Dent at the time, and Rachel. So Batman has to make a pick on who he's going to save. He sends the cops after what he thought was Two-Face, Harvey Dent, and he goes after what he thinks is Rachel, which is actually vice versa. He saves Harvey Dent, and Rachel is saved by the cops. No, she isn't. She's blown up. And Harvey Dent is then turned into Two-Face. Now, how they portray Two-Face is very nice in this. They make him more grief-ridden than psychotic. How can I explain it? In the comics, he's just pretty much psychotic and twisted in multiple personalities. In this, he's not really multiple personalities, though it does show up. It's more or less just he's just grief-stricken and he's going crazy. So I guess he is psychotic, but not as much. Two-Face does that at the end, because at the end there's a standoff between Two-Face is just going to shoot away Commissioner Gordon's family, and he's stopped by the Batman, and he's killed by the fall. Batman kind of pushes him to save Commissioner Gordon's little boy, and he accidentally dies. Now, Two-Face killed a lot of cops, and Gordon's like, you know, we gotta say, you know, what Two-Face did, and Batman said, no, we can't. You know, Harvey Dent was the light of Gotham. People need to remember him for what he did was good. Tell him that the Batman killed all the people. He's like, no, we can't do that. He says, yes, you're going to have to. So everyone thinks Batman killed the people, and he did that so he could save the reputation of Harvey Dent. Now, that's just basically a lot of the stuff thrown at you. Overall, my opinion on this, fantastic movie. Funny with the Joker, and it was very psychotically good with the Joker. Christian Bale did an excellent job with Batman. Two-Face and Harvey Dent was just portrayed very well. And overall, you didn't know what was happening. The only real complaint I had with the movie, if there was any, was just at the ending when he tells Commissioner Gordon, tell everyone I've killed the cops. Now, if it was thugs, that would be okay, and a lot of the illusion that Batman killed thugs. But to kill cops, that's just a little bit, But again, not everything in a comic book movie has to be exactly like it is in the comic book. So, I'll let it slide. Now, Christian Bale said he would do a third movie if he worked with the director of this movie, Christopher Nolan. And I hope they do a third movie. However, I hope they do not crap out the third movie like they did with the Spider-Man movies. The Spider-Man movies started off good, but they were just crapped out so fast that they turned out to be crap. I hope that they take enough time with the Batman movie, you know, the third one, if they do it, and spend at least a good amount of time developing the characters and the villains. Hope they maybe do something with the Penguin or Catwoman, or maybe throw Clayface in there. Though I highly doubt it, because these Batman movies are very much rooted in realism, where Clayface is kind of not. The Scarecrow does show up for the first 10 minutes, which was kind of cool to see him back in it. But he's quickly snubbed. But overall, this is a fantastic movie. Definitely see it. Best movie of the summer. And all the actors did very well. It was very nice because all the actors were seen equally. The Joker was not seen too much. Batman wasn't seen too much. Though they were not seen very little. Everyone kind of got their own fair share of the movie, which made it more of like an all-around all-star cast than just a Batman movie. So overall, like I said, fantastic movie. Check it out. Now, again, I've been holding off putting reviews up. I actually deleted one of my videos so I could put up my related class review of Megatron. So I will be putting up a lot of reviews this week. So, Batman the Dark Knight, definitely see it. I loved it. It was amazing. I was on the edge of my seat. If I had to say one complaint, it was just the ending. But other than that, and I would have loved to see Two-Face live. I thought Joker was going to die, but I would have much rather had Two-Face live and Joker die. But whatever, it would have been good if both of them lived. But anyways, fantastic movie. Definitely see it. This is Skyline, so I'm going to say peace out for now.